Hey guys, YouTuber Hunter here. Alright, and now here I am finally with my third and final video, hopefully, of this series that I've been doing. As you've seen my last two videos, if you've seen them, I've been showing you guys my video game collections and showing you just all the video games that I've gotten for the systems I've been collecting throughout the last over a year now. Yeah, and so here I am to hopefully now finally finish it, yeah. So yeah, in my last two videos, in my first one, I showed you my NES, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis games, and then the second one that I did, my last video, I showed you guys my PlayStation 1, my Nintendo 64, and my Game Boy games. So yeah, and so here I am to finish it off, and in this one, I'm going to be showing you guys the games I have for the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the GameCube, and also my PlayStation 4 games, since I only have a few PlayStation 4 games right now. So yeah, this is another one. I mean, well, it's mostly with the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Yeah, I mean, I was really yeah, I'm just yeah, I'm super familiar with this generation of gaming. I was as I told you guys before in my last video, the PS1 and N64 generation of gaming was sort of the first gaming generation in my lifetime, and so yeah, and so I'm really familiar with that generation of gaming, and yeah, I'm extremely familiar with this one as well. I mean, I just played a lot of games for all three systems, so yeah, and it is good that I now am able to I get back into it and just recollect a lot of the games I did play for all three systems, and even get a chance to collect some other ones I really did not get the chance to play. And so yeah, and so yeah, and also for the PlayStation 4 games, I'm not really a super into the gaming, a lot of the video games now, because I don't know, just I don't really know what it is about. It's just a lot of the games that are coming out now I'm really not into a lot, but yeah, there are still some that I really do have interest in. So yeah, at the end of this video I'll show you guys the PS4 games I have right now. Alright. So yeah, I've got quite a few games for the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, so yeah, let me just get started with it. Alright, so I'll start off by showing you guys my PlayStation 2 games so far. So yeah, just like I told you guys in my last video, I showed you guys for the PlayStation 1 that I had the three Tekken games released on the PlayStation 1, which were the first three games. And so yeah, and just like that, I also do have the Tekken games that were released on the PlayStation 2, the Tekken Tag game, of course, which was the first Tekken game for the PlayStation 2. And I also do have Tekkens 4 and 5. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Tekken is my favorite game series of all time. So of course, I've got all the games for it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have all the games that were released on the PlayStation 1, and all three games that were released on the PlayStation 2 as well. The tag game of 4 and 5. So yeah, and yeah, these games are really awesome. Of course, the graphics in these games are really improved over the graphics on the PS1. So yeah, I guess so yeah, it is good to see games with better graphics than the PS1 games. So I really do love the PS1 games too. So yeah, but I do have the Tekken games for the PS2, just like I do for the PlayStation 1. And yeah, as I showed you before, I also do have a Soul Calibur 2. I mean, yeah, I have it for all three systems. It was released on the GameCube, Xbox, and PS2. Yeah, and this is the one that has Heihachi. Yeah. And yeah, I also do have Gran Turismo 3. Yeah, I showed you guys in my last video, I did have the first two Gran Turismo games that were released on the PlayStation 1. And I also do have a Gran Turismo 3 for the PS2 as well. Yeah, and I don't have a Gran Turismo 4 yet. I do plan to get that sometime, but yeah, right now I do have a Gran Turismo 3 as well. Yeah. And yeah, I also do have the SmackDown games that were released for the PlayStation 2 as well. I showed you guys that I had the first two SmackDown games that were released on the PlayStation 1. I do have the ones that were released on the PS2 as well. I have Just Bring It, I have Shut Your Mouth, and I have Here Comes the Pain. So yeah, so I've got like all the pre SmackDown versus Raw SmackDown games with the first two, as well as these three. Yeah, and I also do have the very first SmackDown versus Raw game. I don't have any of the sequels yet, but yeah, I do have the original SmackDown versus Raw game. Yeah, and I told you guys before, like in my when I counted down the top 10 best wrestling games, this was on the list. I did like this game, so yeah, I am glad that I do have this game again. Yeah, and I told you guys before that I never did actually have Just Bring It before, but yeah, now I do have it, and I have gotten the chance to play it. And overall, I do think that the game is overall good. I mean, it was the first SmackDown game that was released in the PlayStation 2, so yeah, it's not perfect, and it does have its flaws, like clipping issues and, yeah, some other, like, technical issues like that. But, I mean, yeah, it was, like, the first game on the PS2, so yeah, it was, like, I just find it kind of, like, as a learning incident, and really, because, yeah, for, like, the following games like Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain, they did like fix those problems. So yeah, so I really don't mind like the flaws that the game may have. So yeah, and I also do have WWE Crush Hour there as well. Yeah, I never did actually own this game growing up, but yeah, I just like finally did find it, and I decided since I never did play it, I would get to check it out, and it's interesting. Like yeah, it's basically like a WWE edition of Twisted Metal. So well, yeah, so if you're into WWE and you like Twisted Metal, you'll probably like this game. So yeah, so I think it is like an interesting game. Yeah. Yeah, and I also have Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2. I have like the game for the first Spider-Man film on Xbox, but yeah, I do have Spider-Man 2 right here on the PS2. And yeah, and I never really did actually play this game back when it first came out, but yeah. So since I have the first Spider-Man game, I decided to get this one to check it out. And yeah, it is overall like it's kind of pretty different from the first game. Like it just does seem like a little more realistic than the first game. And plus, yeah, it does seem to follow like the premise of the movie more than the first game did. So yeah, so overall, I guess like this game is a improvement over the first one, and in that regard, yeah. And yeah, so there are people that did regard this game as the greatest Spider-Man game of all time until the PS4 game came out. But yeah, this is still a really great game. So yeah. And I also do have Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I just got this the other day, and yeah, this game is actually like really, really creative. I mean, just yeah, I don't know whose idea this was to have like Final Fantasy characters and Disney characters cross over, but yeah, it was a really clever idea, and yeah, it turned out being pretty good. Yeah, this is a pretty good game. And I do like it. Yeah, I just got it the other day, but yeah, for what I've played of it so far, it is like a pretty creative, and I do like it. So yeah, so I probably will get the sequel sometime as well. Yeah. And then, yeah, I also do have a few of the High Heat Baseball games that were released for the PS2. Like High Heat Baseball, I have 2002, 2003, and 2004. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, yeah, because yeah, growing up, I did like play quite a few like baseball games on consoles, yeah, and sports games in general. So yeah, just decided to get like these games to like check them out again, just to own them, and yeah, and I knew overall like the games, like I mean, they do have pretty good controls, and yeah, if you like baseball, I think that you may like these games just fine. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, so far those are all the games I do have for the PS2. I do still want to get like a lot more. Of course, like I want to get like the other SmackDown versus Raw games that are released on the PS2. And yeah, of course, like the PS2 just has so many great games, like the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, God of War, the Metal Gear Solid sequels, Shadow of the Colossus, this iToy, Guitar Hero. So yeah, the PS2 just has so many great games. So yeah, there's still just like so many more PS2 games I do want to get. And so yeah, then yeah, those are the ones I have so far. Alright, now I'll move on to the Xbox games. So yeah, starting off, of course, like what every Xbox owner owns, I have the first two Halo games. I mean, yeah, just yeah, Halo is just Xbox's definitive franchise. So of course I do need to own like the first two Halo games, and yeah, the Halo games are just really awesome. Especially like of course Halo 2 was like the best selling game for the original Xbox, and it was the most played game on Xbox Live on the original Xbox. So yeah, but yeah, both Halo games are just yeah they are like uh, the Xbox's definitive games franchise. Yeah. And then I also do have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah. Yeah, I just got this today. I haven't actually played it yet, but yeah, it is regarded by a lot to be like one of the greatest Star Wars games of all time. So yeah, I need to get it. So yeah, yeah. And just like I just told you, I do have like the game for the first Spider-Man movie right here for the Xbox. Yeah. I remember I played this game just like so much as a kid. And I really do love this game. And yeah, and plus, yeah, I do have it for the Xbox, yeah. If you, and yeah, I would really recommend getting this game on the Xbox. I really do think that the Xbox is the best console to have this game on. The reason being is because, as you see back here, like, it has Craven in it, and Craven is, like, yeah, the levels with Craven are exclusive to the Xbox version. Like, Craven is not in the PS2 or the GameCube versions of the game, so yeah, I would recommend getting this game on the Xbox for the or the two levels with Craven. So yeah, I really do like this game, and yeah, it probably was like the game that I played the most on the original Xbox as a kid. Yeah, yeah, and I also do have the Shrek game for Xbox. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is another one that I really did play a lot as a kid, but yeah, I never did get the opportunity to really finish it as a kid. So yeah, I got it again, and yeah, I now have finished the game. So yeah, I am glad that I have finally been able to finish the game. And yeah, it is pretty clever because it's not really like the movie-based game. It's kind of like a story that sort of just follow the events of the film. So yeah, not really to give too much away, but yeah, it's not really like following the premise of the movie. It's like a story following the events. So yeah, but yeah, it is still overall a pretty good game, and I do like it. Yeah, and then I also do have the first two Legends of Wrestling games. And yeah, I remember I told you guys before how I don't really like the third one in the series, the Showdown game. And yeah, but yeah, I did like these two games. Like I said, I mean these games aren't really for everyone, but yeah, I played these a lot as a kid, and I did like them. So yeah, so I wanted to get them again for the Xbox, and yeah, particularly on the Xbox, since I've told you before how the WWE games released on the Xbox really are not very good. And yeah, I have said before, I really do think that the Xbox does have the worst record for WWE or wrestling exclusive games in general. But yeah, with these, like, despite the fact that they were released on multiple systems, like these games were released on PS2 and GameCube as well. I wanted to get them on the Xbox just so I can have like some wrestling games for the Xbox. Yeah, and I do like these games enough. Like I said, they're not for everyone, but I did enjoy them. So yeah, I'm glad that I do have these games again. Yeah, and I do have Soul Calibur 2 for the Xbox, as I've shown you before. This is the one that has Spawn on it. Yeah. And then, yeah, I also have Max Payne for the Xbox. Actually, I mean, yeah, Max Payne is like probably like one of the more popular game series during this generation of gaming. So yeah, and so I wanted to get it for the Xbox. And I also do have the Star Wars Episode 3 game for the Xbox. I remember, like, my brother did play this game on the PS2, but he didn't really like it, so, yeah, he didn't really have it for much long. I never did get the opportunity to play it, so, yeah, I decided to get it for the Xbox, and, yeah, I do overall like it. Like it, just fine. Yeah. Alright, and the last game that I do have for the Xbox is Dead or Alive 3. Yeah, so I decided to just get this to check it out because, yes, yeah, since I do like Tekken, and plus I also, as I've shown you, I did get like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and I also have Soul Calibur. I also wanted to check out Dead or Alive, and yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, and so yeah, those are all the games I do have for the original Xbox so far. I mean, yeah, just like I said with PS2, there are like a lot more games I really do want to get for the original Xbox, like Fusion Frenzy. That's a game that I really do want to get. Yeah, and and yeah, there are just some other ones as well, like some other Dead or Alive games. Games like I'd like to get that Extreme Beach Volleyball game sometime. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, other games like a Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, and yeah, there are some other games that were released on multi-platforms that I could play in the Xbox, which I could probably get for your like any of the three systems now. But yeah, there are games like The Simpsons Hit and Run, Simpsons Road Rage, what are the other ones? Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Ultimate Spider-Man, Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. Yeah, they're like games that, yeah, a lot of games like that were released on like the multiple systems that I would like to get as well. Yeah, and I might get like some of them for the Xbox. I'm not, no, I may get some for like the PS2 or the GameCube, but yeah, I would really like to get like some more games for like all three of these systems, and yeah, those kinds of games I'd like to get for them as well. So yeah, but yeah, those are all the games I do have for the Xbox thus far. Yeah. All right. Now moving on to the GameCube games. Yeah. So far, what I have for the GameCube, of course, like I have, yeah, just like I said about how what I said for the N64, like probably what everyone's favorite game is. Super Smash Brothers Melee. Yeah, just like the N64 game, I really do love this one. And yeah, this one is probably like the best game in the series. I mean, yeah, I mean, it just really is like a big improvement over the N64 game. I mean, just, yeah, it has faster gameplay. It does have like a lot more characters added to it. And yeah, and plus, yeah, it is like it does mix things up. Like when you actually do play through the one player mode, like it's not just like in the N64 game. Like when you play through like the one player mode, it just really is like like the same lineup all the time. And this one, it actually does mix it up. So yeah, yeah. So I really do love this game. And honestly, like if you even just have one game for the GameCube, it's likely this is the one. So yeah. So yeah, it really did like yeah, it really just has a like a yeah, people really do hold that game in a high regard. So yeah. And I also do have Mario Kart Double Dash. Yeah, I mean just like I said before, just Mario Kart, like every Nintendo owner has it for every system they have. Yeah, and yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash, it is like really awesome. And I also do have Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Yeah, I remember I did play this a lot as a kid, so yeah, I am glad to have it again. Yeah. And then yeah, also Soul Calibur 2 once again. This is the one with Link. Yeah. And as I've shown you before, I have a WrestleMania 19 for the GameCube, as well as the Day of Reckoning game. Yeah, the first Day of Reckoning. Yeah. And then I also do have the Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup game, and I do actually like this game a lot. I mean, yeah, of course, like there are like all the Harry Potter movie games, but yeah, this is one where it's not really following a movie; you're just playing Quidditch. So yeah, so I do like that they actually made a Harry Potter game that's just dedicated to the Quidditch play. Yeah, yeah. So far, those are like all the games I do have for the GameCube. I mean, yeah, there's still like a lot of games I really do want to get for the GameCube as well. I mean, I really do want the Super Mario Strikers game, like the soccer game. Yeah, I really did love that game, and I really would like that. And of course, like there's the four Mario Party games that were released on the GameCube. I would also like those, and there's also games like Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, and Metroid Prime, and Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2, and of course, like there's the WrestleMania 18 game and the Day of Reckoning 2 game, which I would also like. And yeah, it can just go on and on of how many games I would still like to get for the GameCube as well. So yeah. So yeah, I really would like to build up the libraries of all three of these systems a lot more. So yeah, so those are the games I do have for the GameCube, alright? And now finishing off with the PlayStation 4 games I have. I don't really have a whole lot, I only have a select few, but yeah. I of course do have Tekken 7. And for the PS4, of course, like like I did, of course, I still want this game even for it, and yeah, I even have like the day one edition of it. I did get this like the day Tekken 7 came out, so yeah, I am glad that I did get it on its opening day. It just shows like how big of a fan of Tekken I really am. Yeah, and I do overall like this game, though it is like relatively different than the other ones because because it really doesn't really seem to have like as much into it as the other games do. So yeah, but I am still like glad I have it. And I do own the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, as I've shown you, and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, as well as the Spyro Reunite trilogy. Yeah, so yeah, of course, like with me loving like both of these franchises, well on the PlayStation 1, of course, like I wanted to get these remaster editions as well, and yeah, I do overall like them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I really do like to compare the old and the new ones, just to really like kind of just like compare the graphics and just see kind of like what how the controls are, and really just really what does what better. Yeah. Yeah, but they are still overall just the PS1 games remastered with remastered graphics. So you know what I think about the PS1 games. So it's pretty much the same with these. So yeah, and then lastly, the last game that I do have for the PS4 so far is the Spider-Man game. Yeah, and yeah, I'm just like everyone else. Just yeah, this is just such a freaking great game. I mean, yeah, it just has so much into it, and yeah, just Spider. The graphics are just great, and the story is great, and yeah, it is like pretty creative with like having him be like kind of like a little bit older in this film than we're used to, and just yeah, this everything that goes on in this game, and yeah, all the costumes that you can select, like this just has like such a big amount of stuff into it, and yeah, it is really really good, and I am looking forward to when the sequel does come out. So yeah, yeah, so yeah. So I really haven't really focused much on my PS4 library as I have like a lot of the other systems. Like there are still like some games I would like to get for the PS4, like I was saying before, I would like to get like that new game that came out with like which is like the classic Aladdin and Lion King games. I'd like to get those, and yeah, there are some like other games. Like I would like to get the Lego Marvel Superhero Collection, which has like the two Lego Marvel Superhero games and the Lego Avenger games on it. Yeah, and and yeah, and once that Final Fantasy VII Remastered Edition comes out, I probably will get that as well. And so yeah, so there are like some games I would still like to get for the PS4, but yeah, I just really haven't been concentrating on the PS4 as much as I have with a lot of the classic systems. So yeah, but yeah, there are still some games I would like out there that I would like to get for it. So yeah, I may like still like grow my PS4 library some more. Yeah. All right, so yeah, those are the games I do have for the PS4, right? And yes, and so yeah, that's it. Those are all the video games I do have for all of my consoles. So yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy these videos, and I hope you do like enjoy really and appreciate like all the games I do have. Like I do still plan to like grow all this video game library still a whole lot more, and I might like do like some update videos for you guys at some points if I ever do get any. If I do get like a good amount of new games, so yeah, that may come. Yeah, but yeah, so but yeah, as of right now, these are all the games I own. So yeah, so I hope you guys do appreciate like all these games I do own, and yeah, and I hope to really still continue to like build up all of these libraries a whole lot more. So yeah, all right, but yeah, so yeah, that's my video game collection. So yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy these videos. So yeah, and stay tuned as for some more stuff that I've got coming up. All right, but anyway, so yeah, that does it for this series of videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.